Good day everyone. So I guess you have just seen the video earlier. So let me just ask you something. What is the video all about? Okay, but before you answer that, let me just introduce myself. I am Beverly Conde, and I'm going to tackle about something that is related to that certain video. Okay, but before we're going to proceed with my discussion, let me just ask you again, what is the video all about? Okay, you're definitely correct. It's actually all about the beginning of the universe. So what I'm going to tackle, or what I'm going to discuss right now, is something related or somehow related to the universe. And it's actually the solar system. But not entirely the solar system. I'm just gonna focus or feature 3 planets that can be found in the solar system. And I've actually chosen 3 planets that are definitely closer to the sun, namely Mercury, Venus, and our planet Earth. Okay, are you all ready? Okay, now, but before I'm going to tackle those 3 planets, let me just tell you what is a solar system. So when we say solar system, it actually comprises 8 planets and approximately 170 natural planetary satellites, or simply the moon, and countless asteroids, meteorites, and comets. So now let's proceed to the first planet that I've chosen, and it's actually Mercury.
The planet Mercury is named after the messenger of Roman gods, because even the ancient could see how swift and fleeting it is in the sky. But it wasn't until recently that scientists began unraveling curious many mysteries. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. Its diameter currently measures just over 3,032 miles, about the size of the continental United States. Like Earth, Mercury is a terrestrial planet with 3 main layers: a core, a mantle, and a crust. Only Mercury's crust has no tectonic plates, and its iron core is enormous, by comparison making up 85% of its radius, while Earth's inner and outer core account for just 55%. Because of the core exceptional size, it had a surprising influence on Mercury's overall size by causing it to shrink. The hot iron core has slowly cooled and contracted over the planet's 4.5 billion years. In doing so, it pulled the Mercury's surface inward and has caused the planet to shrink gradually by more than 4 miles. The shrinking planet is also the planet closest to the Sun, orbiting our solar system's star at an average distance of roughly 36 million miles. Such proximity affects Mercury's atmosphere. Rather than the lack of one, it only has a very thin exosphere, which is traditionally the outermost layer of the planet's atmosphere. This exosphere is made of oxygen, sodium, hydrogen, helium, and potassium, and all whipped up from the planet's surface by solar winds. The lack of atmosphere in close proximity to the Sun also makes Mercury become the planet of extremes. The surface temperature can climb to 800 degrees Fahrenheit during the daytime and fall to 290 degrees below zero at night. The Sun's gravity pulls harder on Mercury than any other planet. Unlike all planets, Mercury travels in an elliptical orbit, slowing down when it's farther away from the Sun, and accelerating and it draws closer, clocking in off the average speed for over 100,000 miles per hour. Mercury slings around the Sun in just 88 days.
From Earth, Mercury is very difficult to be observed because it is fleeting and very close to the Sun.
And so far, it's only been visited by 2 spacecraft, NASA's Mariner 10 and Messenger. Those missions gives as much of what we've known today.
But future ventures are in a worst of high hopes of revealing more of Mercury's secrets. Okay, let's proceed to the second planet that I've chosen. It's Venus.
Named after the ancient Roman goddess of beauty, Venus. It is known for its exceptional brightness in the night sky, but behind this facade is a world of storm and infernos, unlike anywhere else in the solar system. Venus, as the second planet from the Sun, is very similar to Earth from a distance, but up close it's a very different world. Venus is about the same size as Earth. Just like it's smaller, its structure is also nearly identical, but an iron core, a hot mantle, and a rocky crust. The crust of Venus, however, is dotted by thousands of volcanoes, including Maxwell Mountains, a volcano almost tall as Mount Everest. Venus also has a thick layer atmosphere. It's full of clouds that rain sulfuric acid and whipped around the planet at speed up to 224 miles per hour, faster than some Category 5 hurricanes. The atmosphere is so thick that it creates a surface pressure similar to what it would be about half a mile deep in the Earth's oceans. This pressure is heavy enough that a human standing on Venus' surface would be crushed. The atmosphere is made of greenhouse gases and primarily carbon dioxide, which create an extreme global warming, trap the sun's heat, causing surface temperature to rise over 880 degrees Fahrenheit, making Venus the hottest planet in the solar system. Venus is so inhospitable neither human nor spacecrafts aren't able to survive to planet's surface. But some scientists speculated that Venus wasn't also so unwelcoming. From roughly 2.9 billion to 7 and 15 million years ago, global temperature on Venus may have been just a few degrees colder than Earth today, and scientists theorize that the surface may have contained shallow oceans, would have held enough water to support life. Today, life may still exist in Venus' atmosphere about 30 miles up in Venus's clouds, where the temperature and surface pressures are similar to those on the surface of Earth. Scientists have observed strange dark strips that appeared to absorbing ultraviolet rays radiations, phenomena that could be evidences of microbial life. Life may struggle to survive in the atmosphere of Venus, but it is this unforgiving environment that made Venus an icon of beauty. It reflects 70% all the sunlight that reaches the planet, which is why Venus shines more brightly than any other or star in the high sky.
Within 40 unmanned spacecraft visited this inferno world, Venus, illuminated in the darkness of space, still much to reveal. Okay, let's proceed to the last planet I've chosen, which is our planet, the planet Earth. So when I say planet Earth, it is the only planet known to maintain life. It's a product of scientific phenomena and shared chances.
Approximately 4.5 billion years ago, they formed from the particles left over from the creation of our sun. Gravity threw these particles together to form pebbles, which then form boulders and eventually the Earth. It is made of solid inner core, liquid outer core, and above this is a silicate mantle and a rocky crust. This rocky mass is the third planet from the Sun, orbiting the star from the average distance of about 93 million miles. It's close enough to the Sun to be warm, unlike the cold gas giants, but hot so close that its surface is exposed to extreme heat and radiation, as is the case of Mercury. Earth's unique position in the solar system allows at its house phenomena yet to be found anywhere else in the universe: water and life. According to one theory, much of Earth's water are as old as its rocks. Because of Earth's unique distance from the Sun, the planet is able to contain water and all of its form, liquid, ice, and gas, rather than have them permanently frozen or evaporated to space. But Earth is the only known place in the universe with liquid water in the surface, thereby having unique cascading effects on the planet. It hydrates the land to helping create nutrient-rich soil. It collects and pulls to form ocean and fresh water system, and it cycles upward to add moisture to Earth's protected atmosphere. And where there is liquid water, there is life. About 3.8 billion years ago on Earth's oceans, primitive life existed in the form of microbial organisms. They and then some billion of years they've rise to a range of more advanced life forms that thrive in Earth's seas, lands, and skies. As the only world known to harbor life, Earth's biodiversity is expansive in nature. An estimated 1.5 million of species of plants, animals, bacteria, fungi, and others have been catalogued with potential millions, if not billions, more yet to be discovered.
Home to life and filled by water Earth houses a unique global ecosystem, as curious and as grand as the astronomical event made them possible.